Nicola Sturgeon's independence calls are inconsistent as the Scottish National Party (SNP) leader would trade her country's newfound autonomy in the event of a referendum for EU membership, essentially making any ballot pointless, a leading trade unionist told Express. Ms. Sturgeon continues to push her country towards a second independence vote, despite repeated refusals to entertain the idea from Prime Minister Boris Johnson. The coronavirus appears to have shifted opinion in favor of an independent Scotland, however, with the approach of what is looking like a no-deal Brexit only furthering the desire for a second referendum. Yet, the country would immediately renounce one of its most sought-after characteristics, sovereignty, in the event of independence, as Ms. Sturgeon and the SNP would hop back into bed with the Europeans, Paul Embury, a trade unionist and Blue Labour member told Express. Scotland voted to remain a part of the EU in 2016, yet, as a part of the UK, automatically left the bloc in January along with England, Wales and Northern Ireland. And while many see why Scotland would therefore want to remain a part of Brussels, Mr. Embury said Ms. Sturgeon's logic flies in the face of her arguments for an independent Scotland. He explained, "It's the policy on independence and the EU, they're completely inconsistent. They (SNP) say they want to be independent from Britain because they think they'll be better off outside, yet the first thing they do is hop back into bed with the Europeans and trade their newly found sovereignty for membership of the EU club. That policy has always struck me as completely bizarre and I don't think they're ever probed enough on it to explain that inconsistency. Democratic control, national self-determination and identity, and full political decision-making transferred to Holyrood are cited as some of the main reasons for independence. Yet the country would be expected to sacrifice at least some of these newfound qualities should it rejoin the EU. Scotland would likely have to give up its own currency in exchange for the euro.